What is the essence of a fragrance? In the case of cedarwood, it is the soil, the water, the heat, the wind, and it is something from the plant itself. An indefinable alchemy that combines all these forces into an essential oil hidden deep within.
It's a product that is originally being done by the Egyptians. It's not a new idea. The main thing is you have to steam the oil out, distill the essence of something.
It's a physical phenomenon which allows you to extract a natural product without really adding any kind of solvent or anything to it. What you get is a pure 100% natural product. I'm of French colonial descent. I just followed in the footsteps of my father, who had plants in Haiti. When he came to America, he asked a friend, "What can I distill here?" The friend said, "Why don't you go to Texas and distill cedar?" My dad pulled out his notebook and wrote cedar, C-E-D-E-R. I said, "You mean cedar?" He said, "You spelled it wrong, C-E-D-A-R." That's how we started. We just drove down to Texas from New York, bought a piece of land, bought some tools, and my dad showed me how to build a plant, and I built it with him.
We're located in the middle of cedar country. They've been cutting cedar here, like I mentioned, forever, and really we're buying a byproduct of something that was already being taken down. So, you know, we're an extremely local source of material. It's usually, we assume, within 60 to 100 miles of where we are located. It's all right around us. If you're here, you can see when you look around, there's cedar all over the place. And the type of people hauling it, sometimes they have small single truck. They'll bring us half a ton of wood, and then we also have big 18-wheelers bringing us 20 tons at a time. There's really two streams of commercial interest with the cedar wood. One is fence posts. It's been used for fence posts here forever. And so rangers always, you know, they want to use it for fence posts. They also want to get the cedar off their land. But for our purposes, we don't really need straight pieces like they do for the fence posts. So what we're looking for is the leftovers that are there after that operation. And the drier it is, the better, because in our process, we're going to steam the oil out, so we don't need a lot of water in it.
The wood is ground down into a fine powder and then loaded into large containers. The lid is sealed tight and then left to steam for 24 hours.
You put steam in the presence of the oil that's in the aromatic material. The steam lowers the boiling point of that oil to what the temperature of the steam is. So you're able to extract it with steam.
The result is a pure, raw oil that is then further refined according to the specifications of the customer.
There are a number of essential oil-bearing plants that are site-specific. Especially like in the case of the cedar forest. The Texas cedar forest only occurs in the Texas Hill Country on the Edwards Plateau.
Terroir refers to soil, and it's definitely only grows in a certain type of soil that's you know, specific to this area. We've been in the business for ourselves for like 70 years, I mean 3 generations. The current version of this industry is primarily family businesses. It's primarily in places that are not in cities. A lot of them are family businesses that are 2, 3, 4 generations old. And you know, a lot of these industries have been sort of taken over by Wall Street, but ours has luckily been somewhat immune to that because it's small and rural. And because of the areas where we operate, out here we're in kind of a rural Texas area, so we're bringing some economic activity to resources that are often underutilized. It's helping people that are not in cities where there's jobs all over the place. It's in their country, they've got traditions. A lot of this knowledge has been passed down for 100 years. So it's their lifestyle. It's a craft that's been, you know, really done for ages. Between us and others, there's a lot of potential to not only support all of that industry worldwide, but also be involved in something that's got a lot of traditional depth to it and history.